I got me a truck, a trailer, and a chainsaw.
Stay back, I got a chainsaw.
And $0. Can we go from 0 to 100 million? Let's find out. Now, these sheep over here have been putting out a lot of wool. At least I think it's a lot of wool. I usually don't do much with sheep or wool. And you know what? Let's crank that speed up there. Doing a little planning. Forgot to change it. Man, they're loud. Let's get out of this area. Bye. Didn't realize how loud they were. Y'all shh. Quiet, be quiet. But no, what I was saying, those sheep are making quite a bit of wool. Let's do something with that wool, and we're going to do quite a bit with that wool. Right now, we have 35,000 liters of wool. It's right here. I like to click off of it because it's kind of hard to see with that on there right there. So I click off, and it's this one right here. $44,204 is our value right now, and you know that is actually pretty good. That's above our max value. Should we sell it? I mean, we can, but let's turn it into something else and possibly sell it for more. There's one thing I did notice over the time of editing and stuff like that. Whenever I move the cows, they seem to drop on their reproduction rate quite a bit. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why they haven't reproduced. I'm not sure. Maybe they got to be at a certain age, but either way, at one point in the past, they were up there almost 100% reproduction rate, and now they're not. So let's go ahead and get some more food in there. Maybe the food has something to play with that effectiveness. Obviously, it says effectiveness on there, but we're going to go ahead and send you into town because I do believe I have some TMR there. And this is what I'm talking about right here. The total effectiveness is down there. It's red. Does that overall affect the reproduction? I don't know, but I do know this was up there quite a bit, almost to 90%, I think. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it didn't say reproduction. Maybe it said maturity or something like that. That's a good possibility now that I'm thinking about it a little more. But either way, we're going to get all our TMR over there, and I'm going to have this driver do all that driving while I do something else. Now, I'm looking at putting in multiple productions for this wool, and we got our truck over here. Don't know if I ever showed this, but I tried to park the truck in here, and it's just a little too long. Hey, there goes my worker right there. Hey, you're doing a great job. Now, why are we over here whenever I said I'm putting into production? This is going to be a small production, and of course, it's going to be automatically distributed and all that stuff. This is one I'm going to go ahead and put in. This is the Granny's Knitwear. This is absolutely perfect time, and somebody recommended this in the comments. The reason it was such perfect timing is because I hadn't recorded this episode yet. They recommended this. This was my next episode to record, and I had down on the notes for this episode, put in something for that wool, and bam, they hit me with this like a couple hours before I recorded this episode. So, I mean, that's perfect time. It's got to be. Now, I have had plans to put a small home business over here, and I kind of feel like this is a small home business that either my wife or spouse or significant other could do. Now, this is not a role play series, but I can mix a little role play in there, I guess, saying, hey, I do have other people living in this house. So I think it'd be great putting a little shed out back, and you know, let's not worry about it being perfect, but we'll put a little shed out back right here. And of course, like I said, everything's going to be automatic, so I don't need to drive back in here. I could easily drive back in here, and I don't think this one's going to be enough. So we're definitely going to add some more. I don't think y'all can hear it, but I can't believe it. They actually put that loud production sound on there. That's kind of interesting. Maybe I shouldn't put it this close. I mean, obviously the sound's not going to bother me whenever I sleep through the night on this game and in real life. I'm a very heavy sleeper. Kind of. I mean, it's kind of an iffy part right there. I could fall asleep real easy, but I can also wake up kind of easy. Well, looking into this Granny's Knitwear, I guess I could rename it, but we'll leave it like that. Maybe my grandma's living with me or something like that, taking care of her, or I'm living with her. I mean, inflation. She's can't buy a house nowadays, right? We have wool, and apparently this one goes straight to the cloth option, as we can tell right here. The wool makes clothes, not cloth, I guess. Normally, I'm not no expert here, but normally I think you need to make fabric before you can make the clothes. So that was another thing the person did mention who recommended this. We're going to go ahead and set all this stuff up on, I don't know. We're just going to turn it on. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and find our wool that we have somewhere. It's in this one right here. I can see it's activated. We're going to turn that on distributing somewhere, wherever it's at. It's at the bottom here. I should go through and hide inactive. There we go. That's a little better, right? As long as I got one active from each one. Okay, small sawmill. Okay, we're on there. Good. Very good. So anyways, how y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great day. Hey, it holds clothes over here. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to turn that on. But right here, wool, we're going to go ahead and set that up on distributing. Now, I could just deactivate the distributing over here on the small silo, but I feel like my productions might get backed up. So it's all going to kind of come over here, and then from here, it's going to distribute out to the other production. Okay, now I'm definitely interested in that cloth because I'd like to kind of stockpile it until best sell time and sell it off then. The first thing I got to do is I got to find it in here, turn that on as far as, oh wait, no, priorities are already on. Oh, nope, I got to unhide the inactive. It was worth a try, right? We're going to go ahead and turn that on, and we'll turn on fabric, maybe? I feel like I'm going to make some fabric. We'll hold off on that for now. Okay, one production in, one done. Now let's head over to the town and look at some stuff over there. Of course, I'm still trying to multitask over here, so I'm going to go ahead and put this tractor over here, run right into this building because I can't drive very good, and we're going to go ahead and get this filled up with TMR. It's probably going to take a second. I don't know. Maybe this trailer does fill up a lot faster. Let's get some of that TMR. There's 468,000 liters. Not much, but it's still filling up slow in there. It empties out of the trailer really fast. Let's put it that way. I guess this production does not have a fast empty rate, fill rate, whatever it's called. Don't know. Probably an empty rate. Someone else did mention in the comments that I should put some like trees around this production area where I could just drag them in there really easy. And I like that idea. I think I'll put some in there mainly for decoration. Doubt I drag it in there because I'm trying to go away from having to cut down the trees myself and make it all automatic as much as possible. Planning for the next production to go in here. Let me leave a little bit of room, grass room, to possibly plant some trees. The next thing I'm going to look into here is the spinnery options from the Dragon's Den Productions. Now, I've never used these. There's actually quite a bit of these Dragon's Den Productions I've never used, and I really want to use them. So here we are, really trying to use them. Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But there's two options here, and I don't know exactly what the main difference is, except for there seems to be some sort of string on this one. So well, let's go ahead and get that. We'll go with that one because it makes the extra thing. Maybe we'll end up putting both in. I don't know. After this first production is a tailor shop, so let's go ahead and add that in. I don't see no issue with that. And that's the thing that really concerns me. I'm like, what does that string go to? I mean, it's really not concerning, but I haven't quite figured out where that string right there goes. It's not going to the tailor shop. Maybe I'm missing something. It's probably in there somewhere. You know, I just can't help but laugh at myself here. I don't know why I do this. That was a scary scream. But I always leave room for these dock doors. Don't know why I do it, but I leave room for a truck to somewhat back up to there, even though a semi-truck's really not backing up to those because that's not exactly a dock. Probably the way this would work out is probably a forklift pulling in here, pulling something out, and then loading it onto flatbed, or could even be a box van if they just keep pushing it in there. I've seen some crazy stuff, but I always try to leave room for a truck to get in and out of there, even though it's not an option. There are productions out there that do require those dock doors to be open, and that's where your fill points is, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like that, and something I probably should use. Here's what I got. Here's what we're going with. Let's go ahead and take a quick look into all these productions, get them all fired up, see what all they do, and probably sleep through the night because it is getting a little dark. And I'm sure it'd be very dark by the time we get done out of this production menu over here. Oh no, they're out of water. What is going on there? Why is that out of water? This building over here says I have 362,000 liters of water. It should be distributing over here automatically. I guess it's not. Maybe it's going somewhere else. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and start looking into some of this stuff over here. And now that I can see it, this is a wick. Don't know exactly what that is. Oh, wick for candles. That's what it is. There's a candle production mod out there. I don't think it's used for anything in here, but there's a candle production mod within this Dragon's Den mod. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Hey, we might be making some wicks. Looks like my wool can actually make the wicks, or cotton can. We'll go ahead and activate that. I don't see any issue with that. And then we can make fabric. Let's go ahead and activate that too. And then of course, we're gonna set this stuff up on distributing. Not making any leather quite yet. What do I need there? I need cowhide or animal skin. There it is. Animal skin. There's a butcher mod, and we might get into it. Don't know if we're going to or not. Now that's our spinnery. Next step is the second building we put in, which is the tailor shop. Okay, we're gonna make some clothes. Get some fabric over here. We'll make some leather clothes if we had some leather, but we don't. Stuffed animals, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and turn that on. I'll just kind of see what gets made. And this is going to be the issue too, because these are specialized products. What I mean by specialized products is they're not normal products within the game, so I can't distribute them over to a silo. But looking at everything here, looks like that's all I can activate. Clothes and stuffed animals. Kind of a bummer. I might need to get into that leather stuff. It's going to take a while before this stuff come over here. We're going to go ahead and turn this on spawning and spawning. That would be the best thing to do. I'm going to have to come through and manually pick up these pallets as they come out. I'll be honest with you, I actually forgot all about this driver here and forgot I was working on getting some TMR to the cows. Just kind of got lost in building some stuff there. I did not slow down the time for building on that one. I knew it'd be kind of fast. Already had it planned out pretty well, and the month's already basically over anyways. It's now 5 a.m. in May, and hey, look, there's that tractor driving by right there. I did hire a worker to send that over to the animals. It's actually pretty bright for 5 a.m. I like it. We're going to hide the inactive ones real quick, kind of see what's all running. Looks like we are out of wood. That kind of expected. definitely saw that coming. That's the thing. In my mind, I'm just like, hey, I need to keep it fully stocked. I need to keep it running, but I need to realize I don't actually need to do that. And oh my gosh, no wonder it's still there because we never set that on distributing. It was supposed to make, I believe, right around 20,000 liters a month, and it didn't go anywhere. Oh gosh, mistake on my part there. There's a lot of mistakes that's going to happen from me. Looks like there's no clothes over here. Does look like Granny's knitwear is running, up and running pretty good. This is on storing. Let's go ahead and change that to distributing. Did miss that part. Oh, clothes do not need to spawn. My bad. We set that on distributing because we do have a place for clothes. We just don't have a place for stuffed animals. Wick. Let's set that on spawning, I guess. That is really fast. Wow. I guess we'll be getting into some candle work pretty soon. I'm kind of excited about the whole candle work too, because I noticed this Dragon's Den thing did have a bee mod that looked pretty darn cool. I'm really excited to try that out, and that's definitely going to be coming up soon-ish, maybe. Starting to get into these productions more and more, which should help make more and more money, in theory. Maybe it's going to cost me more and more money. I mean, it's definitely going to cost me more and more money if I keep running into stuff. I'm so glad there's no damage. I mean, all my buildings would just be completely destroyed. My tractors, equipment, there would just be random dents everywhere. I wish it was an option, honestly, because it'd be funny how much I wreck. And then how much money I'd spend in maintenance replacing like that front left tire, most likely. It wasn't that hard of an impact. I'm sure it could survive it. Okay, quick check on the animals. We are into a new day, and oh my gosh, look at that. We got some new chickens. That is absolutely amazing. Oh man, I didn't think about what I was going to do with the males. Jeez. Because they're not going to do anything productive for me. Do know I need to put some more food in there though, because I feel like that's going to run out pretty fast. And our sheep are doing good on food, and our cows are getting up there. It's not in the red anymore. Getting in the yellow, I guess. Which that might not play too much effect in there. I'm sure one of y'all will let me know.